Hey everybody, DJ Chance here. Now in this week's episode, I'm going to be discussing the Roland Go Livecast. It's a streaming device for two phones, just like the song. Let's get into it. Alright everyone, this is the Roland Go Livecast. I just did an unboxing of this the other day. I just wanted to give my opinions on it, and they're pretty low. They weren't when I read about this, because I read about this from the CES and NAMM show for 2020. This thing has a lot of promise on paper. You can plug in two phones. It's USB powered, or you can power it by a cell phone charger box. You can plug in a microphone on the side here, and it's TRS and XLR, and it has phantom power for a condenser mic. That's really good. It has its own separate volume for these 6 pads, in which you can put pretty much anything that's in here. This right here is for text. So you can write whatever text, thanks for watching, whatever you want there, welcome. This right here has various different photos and pictures and things you can put. Little short clips of videos, like a 10 countdown of a movie. You can put something like, it looks like a news sportscast. This can be pretty much anything. You can do the same thing. You can do videos that are on here. You can import your own videos from your phone, from your own library. If you have an intro, something that's already produced. This is theme music. So you can put in your own song, have your own theme song playing. You can use what's provided in here. There's quite a few. And this gives you all different sound effects. You can do drum and rim shots and people applauding and alarms and just weird little noises, or like little comedy noises. So things pretty versatile here. It also has a built-in microphone. As you can see, this is portable, so having a built-in little microphone right here that picks up what you're saying is handy. It's not that great, but it'll get you by if you're in a pinch and you need to record something with someone really quick. And you also have the volume control for your microphone that you have plugged in here, or this microphone here. If you have a mic plugged into this jack, this front mic doesn't work. So it shows here you have a little headset with a little microphone. That seems to be the way you could do it. Something like for gamers on YouTube. And then the input here is a line input. You can put an instrument. I'll put my DJ gear and do my live DJ videos. So it's pretty versatile. And you can plug in a phone, if you can see that. It's got a little phone symbol. So it has the ability to do a lot. Now in the box here, nothing that special. Go Livecast. It says live streaming studio for smartphones. This thing though has its problems. It works through an app, the Roland Go Livecast app. This thing sucks. That app is one of the worst apps I've ever used in my life. It crashes consistently. Here's the piece. It's still stuck. And there you go, it died. And many times, it's just shut off in the middle of the performance. So you're doing whatever live video, and it's showing live, and you can see the meter is moving on the app, and you're thinking everything's all good, and then it all just disappears. The other thing is, if you do get a video that you do like, and it works for whatever reason, the app has a record mode. You can switch it from live streaming to record internally. You can't do both at the same time though, which that I think is stupid. I think that should have been something kind of like Instagram. When you post something, it'll save it to your photos. I think that should have been the same with the app here. I think what they did with the app was they got the cheapest person with the cheapest package on Fiverr to design this app. It's awful. The other problem this app has is that when you're live, you want to go to landscape mode. On your video, the video is going to turn sideways. So now you got to watch it like this. Or maybe have your screen on your wall with a pivot, and you got to turn the thing like this. You can only keep it on one mode. You don't have the ability to turn it in the software. The app just leaves a lot to be desired. There's just too much wrong with it. It crashes consistently. You're going to see the app's going to crash in a second. There it goes. It went bye-bye. This thing's brutal. Look, there it goes. Crashes again. There you go, it crashed. When you do stop doing a video, let's say you're in record mode, and you're just loading it into your phone for something you can do later on. It'll tell you stop and then cancel when you're done recording. You hit stop. Now that app is frozen in time until it uploads the photo or the video that you did. So you have to wait and not touch your phone whatsoever. Leave it wherever you got it hanging till you see the screen start displaying what's live at the moment. Because if I move it, if I'm doing this and I take it down and I touch whatever, a lot of times it would just stop and not record. It stopped. It stopped moving. Wow, this thing is really bad. I'm just gonna hold it here till you see it just go away. Here's my hand. I'm gonna put my hands right here. There it goes. Crash. For no reason. So I just needed to point out another screw up I just need to point out another screw up that I'm having with this app and this Roland Go Livecast. You see right there, it said recording for those bunch of seconds, and it said 1:29, and you saw it just stopped, right? And I'm holding a phone, and this is my other hand pointing at it. You saw that happen just now. It just completely stopped, and now it shows me speaking again. This wire is what plugs it directly into the Go Live. You can't unplug this wire. You have to leave everything alone if you just finished streaming. Just don't touch it. Just wait. It's kind of like a hot pocket. You know, wait those 2 minutes before you touch the thing, because something devastating is going to go wrong. Most of the time it won't start up again. Most time you have to actually close the app in order to have your phone plugged in again. Plugs right in the back there. Shows you the phone, shows you it's 5-volt plug. It also works with the USB of a computer. I think I mentioned that already. Well, it won't charge your phone while it's plugged in. So what's happened to me as well is during a very long broadcast, the battery has died out, and that's not fun either. So I think that Roland's screw up is it needs to be able to charge as well as transmit data and video, kind of like the lightning plug. And the odd thing is, it comes with this lightning plug. It also has an Android plug, but I don't have an Android phone because, you know, I don't believe they exist. I think it's something they made up to scare iPhone users. So this comes with a lightning plug that comes out of this box, but it doesn't do what a lightning plug does. Doesn't do data and charge the phone, so your phone dies. You can also use the Livecast with a little battery pack. Get one of the little portable battery packs. You can run it right off of that. And that's what was great about this on paper. It's something you can take with you. You can see it's really small. You have all this ability to do all this stuff and raise your production value. You've got your streaming button right there. You press that and it streams, and it'll show you on the app, what do you want to stream to? Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Twitcast, and then a custom RTMP. And you can turn on your double cameras right there. So you'll have like a picture-in-picture thing, or you can have it when you press the second camera, it'll all appear on the screen, whatever each camera has. So like this one has my pretty face, put the camera on someone else's ugly face, I can superimpose myself like on top of that. I can hit the second camera, and there are, you know, there we go. You know, I can take my thing out, of course. Man, and I'm like a ghost here, so maybe if I turn off a singular light fixture, I won't look so pale, because, you know, my tan is George Hamilton sexy. Here you go. Here's all the things you can do. So I'm gonna play one of these things. It's got little, that's what it's playing, little video clip built in. You have different theme music you can use, and you can switch. Look, you have a whole list of things you can use. So whenever you press the button, when you press it on this, on the hardware, it'll play through whatever you're recording and onto your live recording. So then you have the drum rolls. And And you have your other weird sounds. You know, things like that. So when you set these things up, like if I want to do my photo, or whatever photo's in here, let's say, I'll go into my library and not screw this video up. So I'll go into my library, let me hide that. There may or may not be things in here that are not for public consumption. Alright, so here's one of my logos. You can't pinch and zoom this thing. That's ridiculous. However, if I do the settings here, I can switch where I want this to be in the live video. So I'll press that. Now it's up here in this corner. You get the whole thing. You get it up on the top, not in the corner. You get this whole thing up top, or it's going to come to the bottom, or it's going to fill the entire screen. If you're filming it in landscape mode, which remember, you have to be looking at like this, now it'll show more of it. And when you try to adjust it, now it's up in that corner, now it's down in this corner. You can't shoot it landscape mode on the app because Roland really screwed up there. You can't even turn this photo. So if I'm adjusting, let's say, and for whatever reason, the gyro in here moved slightly, it'll go from that mode to that mode. And what sucks about that is if you have this here, let's say, and you have a video, you're doing all these things in this section, you know, like, hey, I'm playing a controller, I'm playing a keyboard, a drum machine, and it's all right here. If the phone moves a little bit, now it's going to be there, but the phone's still sideways. So if I lay it down, you see it's still sideways. So now it's going to cut off that whole bottom edge, so you can't move the phone at all, because you can't lock it into place either. You can't lock the rotation like you can on your phone. I've been trying to live stream since this whole COVID-19 thing's been out. Each and every time, the video didn't broadcast. So I sat here, did my hour set 3 times, and nothing was online at all, even though it showed me live on the app in the screen, and the sound is moving, and I can hear it through the speakers. So let's get rid of that. You see, I've got my photo right there. So what I would do is I would hit this button. That's where I have this photo stored. And there's nothing happening, of course. It's not even connected. Even though it's connected, it's not connected. So what I'm going to have to do, I have to do a hard restart. So I'll do it now again. What I generally have to do is turn off the power. Now you hear the music stop because this thing's off. So this works. The app does not. The app needs to be completely redesigned. I just need to point out another screw up that I'm having with this app and this Roland Go Livecast. You see right there, it said recording for those bunch of seconds, and it said 1:29, and you saw it just stopped, right? The list of bad things is endless. This thing was not worth the $250 that they have it for. It's really a shame because I had high hopes for this, so did a lot of people, but if you look online, there are some people that have reviews for this, and they're all around 2.5 to 3.5 stars. When it works, it's great, but most of the time it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So I really can't recommend this thing at all. I would advise everyone that's looking into live streaming, if you really want to do some live streaming with a Roland product, I would say get their VR1 HD. It's $1,000, it's 4 times more than what this is, but it does 100 times more, so you're better off. So just stay away from this thing. I know I am. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe to the channel, share with a friend if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments section below if there may have been some things I got wrong or suggestions for future products to review in future videos. Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now go out there and master and make money.